Alright guys, here we are, back at the tractor port, I guess you want to call it. Little lean-to that was on the property when I got the place. Alright, so I've got the hay rake hooked up. I'm gonna set the camera up, maybe do 1 or 2 time lapses. Pretty repetitive stuff, back and forth in the field, raking up the hay. For setting up your roller bar rake, you just want the tines touching the ground, just scraping the ground, and that's going to get the most hay for you. Run it fast through the field. It's going to roll it all off to one side, and then you come down and then roll the other side into your rows, and those are called windrows. So stick around if you're interested in looking at some hay. One other thing from yesterday. With the sickle bar, it was a little bit wet. Sickle bars typically don't like to run in moist or wet ground, so I had to tilt the tines forward a little bit, and that helped quite a bit with the hay bunching up in the tines. So you just got to kind of watch for that stuff. It'll happen once the tines and the bar got warmed up, and all of the dirt and surface rust and stuff got ran off of there. It cut through the field pretty good. It's been a really wet year, and so it's been a little trying to get out into the field. But yeah, we're doing it. It's what is it, June 1st? So let's get the first cut out of the field, get it raked, and then I'll set the. Oh shoot! I gotta run and I gotta get the other tractor and hook it up to the baler here. So let's go do that. Alright guys, here's why it pays to be prepared, be fit, be ready. Tractor broke down. It was running along good, then it just kind of started dying like it was running out of gas. Immediately shut it down, pulled the fuel shut off. Luckily it was up here on some flat ground. It's dead in the water. It looks like there may be some gas coming from the fuel pump. Not to worry though, I had a chain up here at the tractor port, and I'm going to get the other tractor over here, haul it out of the way. Got the rake unhooked, so this is why it's also important to have 2 tractors. Now I can just roll on. This tractor has been, it's really old, 60s. I've had the engine rebuilt, new clutch, gone through the transmission on it, but it is what it is, you know. So I got the newer Mahindra. I'm gonna get it hauled out of here, keep on rolling. I was wondering if it was just me or what was going on, but it is hot. It is feels like 95 outside right now. Humidity isn't too bad, but there's no breeze. It's just dead silent. So anyways, got the hayfield all raked. So it's all raked up. And got the baler hooked up. I'm going to do some test bales. Just make sure everything's working good for the morning. I don't have full spools of baling wire, so I may just go until I run out of baling wire and then run it back up to the house, fill it up with baling wire so it's fully ready to go. After that, I gotta hook the truck up to the trailer. Hay loader's ready to go, but let me show you a few things on here to get your baler going. There's a little pull tab up under here. You've got to pull that and then drop your hay pickup down. Alright, that's ready to go. Next thing is just drop your little tailgate here in the back. is set our bale counter to 0. Okay, and we're all set. I've got my wheel set, so I just pick up a little bit of hay and it's going to knot. So as soon as this starts moving, we should get our second knot in there, and then we can go ahead and start baling. Just quickly wanted to show you what good Bermuda grass looks like. Look at that. Yep, some of these horses are going to like that. All right, let's do it. Beautiful. All right, let's get some more. The color of this hay. Oh, I don't know if it's coming out, but this is really good looking hay. Really good looking hay. All right, little sanity check here. And a little pro tip on your baler. All right, so we want to look in here. All right, I'm running pretty low on my wire. You just look in there and kind of see how much you got. I can probably make it 5 or 6 more rows, maybe a little bit more. It's a pretty light cut. So as soon as these run out, I got a couple spares back up at the house. I'll go ahead and put in the spares, but I'll just run it until this runs out, call it a day. One pro tip that I wanted to get to you. You don't want to shut the baler off until this wheel is this arm is all the way down, or right after it makes a bale and you can tell that it's made a bale. If you shut it off and it's spinning down as it's trying to make a bale, it'll stop halfway through, and you'll have to pull all the hay out, reset it, restart it, and it's just a nightmare. So pro tip, make sure that it's just made a bale before you shut it down. If it tries to make a bale when it's slowing down, boy, you're in trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. 8 rows, 51 bales. All right, let's get that. Crazy out there. I was going through the field and I look up and all of a sudden all I see is dark clouds and the sun just disappears. I just looked on the radar. It looks like I'm going to be safe. It looks like the storm is kind of hovering over the DFW area, so it may not make it out my way. But man, oh man, was I just like, I was panicking. I was thinking I'm going to have to call the wife. She's driving the truck. I got to go get the truck, hook up the trailer, hook up the loader. She's driving. I'm in the back. We're just going to have to go, go, go. Whew. Oh, that still may be the case. I don't know. But I haven't run out of wire yet. I'm still cutting through. I've got maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe 10, 12 rows left. And I still got wire. So that's why, I didn't change the wire out. Not being cheap or anything, but there's a lot of wire in there. Who would have known? So I'm going to finish up. Truck hooked up. Loader hooked up, ready to go in the morning. I got help coming. If it does start raining, I guess the wife's driving. Let's get it. Well, I got the field all baled up. You can see behind me there. But yeah, this is what it's all about. This is my American dream right here. When I purchased this property, I knew, I didn't want the cookie cutter house that seemed to entice so many Americans in their little cul-de-sacs and their little developments and whatnot. I wanted acreage, so I worked my way up to where I could get some acreage, and I didn't know that I wanted to work the land when I got this place, but it just so happens this is what I was meant to do. I don't know, I love it. Goldie does too, don't you, little girl? All right. That's it for today on Man Time.
My little babies, yes you are.
All right, see you next time. Got the freshen air blowing on me. Just got done doing hay. If anybody's tuning in for the first time, which you probably are, it's a new channel, I just started it, and wondering what the heck is up with Man Time. Why would anybody name a channel Man Time? It's the only way I know how to explain what gets done on the farm here. This weekend we did hay. We had some issues the first day, issues the second day, third day, picking up the hay out of the field. Had a couple helpers, they were awesome. Big thanks to them. Of course, baling it the night before, I had a couple new guys today, so normally I wouldn't bale the night before, because what happens is the ants, the freaking fire ants, man, they see those bales of hay as little, you know, mansions of gold, and they just start moving into them. So we were fighting the fire ants all day. It was hot, it was humid. It's like another feels like 95 today with the humidity. It's stagnant in the barn. I got a what do you call it, speed motion whatever. While we were in the barn stacking the hay, I was throwing it off the trailer to those guys while they were stacking, and yeah, it was hay dust everywhere. It was stagnant air. It was humid, but we got it done, right? So that's what it's about. My dogs want out. They want to play for good reason. So, anyways, thanks for joining me, guys. Get out there, have some man time for yourself.